Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, we're on the way.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defender slick and quick, this is the man.
Yeah, am I right in saying he started out as a fullback?
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a fullback, but he became a central colossus.
And he's forced to go back. Nesta. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Vieira. Passes short and sharp. Hernes. Botafogo do have a chance to counter here. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. And that's not going to reach.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Hernes. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Chance! Goal! Botafogo!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So, a breakthrough already. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Great vision. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Goes without saying, that was poor. Seedorf. Quality ball. Kaká tries making a foray down the right. He's picked his way through. That's cause for mild irritation. Lahm. A good play on the left-hand side here. Araujo. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Bellingham with big header! It's hit the crossbar! Seedorf. Plays a sharp little ball here. think that's offside. Yes, it is. Bellingham. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Araujo. Ferdinand. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Botafogo finding their passes. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's come loose. He has found the way through. Mbappe. Can he finish? They've scored! And this is getting better and better. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Botafogo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
This looks and a shot! Swings it across. Ibrahimovic. Vieira. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Nedved.
Oh, great feat, that.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vieira. He's in a great position here. Kaká proves just a little bit too strong. Bellingham.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ernest. Ernest is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Bellingham. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Might be dangerous. Can he finish? That's a half-decent try. And this could be the final action of the first half. Maldini getting this one clear. Nedved. Oh. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How was the first half compared with your expectation?
Botafogo really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Botafogo are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Here we go
Camisa
again.
20 vai ser substituído pelo jogador. Camisa
Botafogo
18.
do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bellingham. It's a pretty loose pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Oh, this looks sharp. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lahm delivers. Well, there's the clearance. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Botafogo do have options available. Shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nedved. Maldini. Over to the other side. And it's Lahm. For Lahm. Vieira. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He might be in. Takes a shot! He has done it! His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him. And his response, absolutely clinical.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Lazio get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Can he get onto this? Cruyff receives it in a wide position, and it's Bellingham. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here. Lazio really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's Messi! Oh, crossbar! Hazard. And this is and the shot! He's got a goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Botafogo go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Maldini deals with that comfortably. Bale. Now it's Hazard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Maldini pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Araujo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bale.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Pullet gets over and intercepts. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Messi. And that will be it. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Caught offside that time.
And he goes cross-field. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend and he's always willing to put his body on the line.
It's Nedved! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Nedved just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Araujo. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And that's gone route one. Can he spark a counter here?
Vieira. Ibrahimovic.
Played out to the left flank.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, they could break here. Vieira.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Rummenigge, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher.
Kaka.
Looking to play him in. He's on it. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Pass somewhat off target.
Vieira. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
That was travelling. Vieira. Kaka.
Can so cleverly bypass the press.
Nicely weighted ball. Out to the left it goes.
Lahm plays it in.
And it's hoisted clear.
And it's Bellingham. Bellingham stood his ground strongly.
Ibrahimovic.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nedved.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Seedorf. Picked out Ibrahimovic! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Rummenigge. Could move up a gear here. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham goes on a charge down the left. It's a goal kick. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Oh, that's well spotted. That's a good run down the left. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Messi, and this is Ibrahimovic, and he shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Kaka, and it's Kaka. Decent chance! Kaka with a beautifully timed run. Aimed beyond the defence. Vieira.
Foram indicados
Now it's
8
Messi.
minutos de acréscimo.
And it's Lahm. Bellingham. And it's Vieira. And here's Bellingham. Cleared away. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Here we go again then.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Now Mbappe. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. And he's lost his man here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And he was quick to react. Looking for options for movement. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kaka. And he plays one through. That is good alertness. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Botafogo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Maldini. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Hernes. Played through into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Real chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Maldini gets good distance on it. Almost an hour gone. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Bergomi. And the counter is on. Moved on forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham. Seedorf. Hoeneß. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's had it nicked away. Can he get on the end of this? That has been cut short. Lahm. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Stood up well to him there. And it's Lahm. Lahm charging forward down that flank. And that's aimed into... Up he goes! No, couldn't quite control it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 20, camisa 19, camisa 15, camisa 22.
Yeah.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de
Bellingham.
camisa 24, camisa 18.
Some really good ball movement.
Camisa 4, camisa 23.
And he's gone looking for safety. Taken back almost at once.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, they've got it again. De Jong. Out towards the flank.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Rafael Leao. And he's found a chance for a shot! In he goes again! He scores! And late in the day, a telling moment!
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out. Lazio seem...
He's having a shot! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
2 minutes to be added on. And we're done. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Pelé picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Rummenigge! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Ernest.
Now,
shooting chance! Goal! Botafogo!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
in towards the back. He's got it all.
It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
quality ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's run loose here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's good running with the ball. That'll be a throw-in. Vieira. That's a little off target. Looking for the run. Now this could be a chance. And he shoots!
And the shot! Goal! Lazio! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Lazio get themselves into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Hoeneß is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And here's Mbappe. Decent chance!
It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Mbappe. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe!
Cristiano Ronaldo!
Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Lazio with the corner, they're first. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Rummenigge. Hoeneß, who's set up one goal so far. Seedorf. And it's Kaka. Bergomi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's there to retrieve it. Bergomi. Bellingham. He's found a way through.
There's the shot!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Bellingham. Some really good ball movement. Oh, well played, well played. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball.
Real chance!
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Bellingham. Rummenigge. That's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. That looks a decent ball. Roberto Carlos. Decent progress down the left. Seedorf. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. Well read, and the danger is averted. And the first 45 minutes are up. Botafogo are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. Lazio get the second half started. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Aims beyond the defence. Kaká.
Shot a goal! He's delivered all right!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 22. Camisa 23.
Botafogo can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Camisa 19.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Camisa 8.
Ambitious ball here.
Fechando o campo para
Araujo
entrada
gets across to intercept
Camisa
that.
13. Camisa 10.
Bale.
Camisa 5.
It's a good run down the right.
Camisa 21.
And here's Azar.
Camisa 18.
That's a good ball. Bellingham. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. And here's Suarez. Seedorf. Now Mbappe. Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
The defender is not giving up on this.
Mbappe! That's tidy.
Araujo, very much a man of this moment.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's intervened well there. Maldini. Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Teremos uma substituição.
Kaká. Passing nice and neat. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Maldini. Araujo. Kaká. And it's Kaká. That's good play.
Can he finish? And it's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Substituição.
Lazio making consecutive changes here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Oh, super ball!
It's Bale! That comes as a mighty relief. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Hullet. And this is Bale. Bale tries a shot!
Goal! Botafogo! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Hullet really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Played in by Roberto Carlos.
Lazio really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Time for a change in personnel.
Andamento.
Messi getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Lahm takes a look up. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's nice. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Climbs up big! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. They get a throw in. Oh, what a mistake!
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Botafogo close now to seeing this one through to the end. Botafogo finding their passes. Kaká. He's having a go! Keeper's not concerned by that. Stood up well to him there.
Foram indicados 6 minutos
And
de
here's
acréscimo.
Pullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Azar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Botafogo clearly now in lead preservation mode. He's picked his way through. Oh, what has happened here? And a chance! Ibrahimovic. And he's let fly! That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Senhoras e
What a
senhores,
turnaround.
pedimos
Victory
que
from the jaw. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Araujo. Well, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Bellingham. Kaka. Seedorf. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Nicely weighted ball. Shapes to shoot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Araujo. Messi. Now Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Driving forward. Bellingham will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Great vision. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. Now there's a fine ball, brilliantly cut out. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Bellingham.
Can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, nicely intercepted. Botafogo yet to have an attempt on goal. Vieira does well to get it back. And it's gone back to the keeper.
Bellingham.
Kaká. Driving. Kaká! Oh, it's fallen loose again!
Goal! Lazio!
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Lazio have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
That pass. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Ibrahimovic is herring after that one. Seedorf. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kaká puts his foot on the gas. And he has been fouled there. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Botafogo certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of the...
Shot a goal! Just off target. And they win it back again. Now it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic. Passes short and sharp.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Bergomi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
And Seedorf! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Lazio kick off the second half. Roberto Carlos. That's good play. Played into the middle.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's looking wide. And here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Mbappe. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. Now it's Mbappe. Tries a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Lazio do have a chance to counter here. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Lazio looking to pass their way through. Oh, look at the space here. Great chance! Goal! Lazio! And they're back in front. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 11.
Botafogo can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Lazio get themselves into the lead.
Camisa 19.
Well, they are still trailing and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. That is a brilliant interception.
Camisa 24.
Vieira.
Camisa 18.
Tele.
Camisa 10.
Now it's Rafael Leao.
Camisa 26.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Neymar.
Rafael Leao, a player who needs no introduction. Mbappe. And it's Seedorf. Mbappe! Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That has been slung wide. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Bellingham. Tele.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Seedorf. It's a searching pass. Vieira.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Gullit towering forward here. Tele. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Gullit. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Tele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar ploughing through the middle.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, important interception.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Gullit. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, good take in a good area.
Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. It's level again. What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Substituição.
Lazio are making a change now. So all square and not for the first time.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Big header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Substituição em andamento.
In with the challenge. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Bergomi. Pele. Nicely spread. Bale finds himself offside.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Hullet. And it's Hullet. Lahm. Passing is crisp and sharp, distributed tidily. Hullet plays it in.
Indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Kubo takes control of it and he... Nedved! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Oh, that was vital. And he's heaved it away. Looking for the run. And he's certainly onside here. Hullet dominates aerially so often. And he's managed to get free. Very nicely done. And that is as far as it goes. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Botafogo can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are...
Chance!
Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
And the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Roberto Carlos
Kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's been cut out, well played. Not the most accurate pass. Hernes.
He's got away.
And a chance! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
And the finish!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Chance! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Lazio grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Ferdinand.
Hernes.
Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe.
Bellingham. Plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Great defending, strong and determined. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's definitely not his best. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's found a way through. Quality ball. To Kaká! Oh, the ball's come loose here. He won't be happy with that one. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's managed to get free. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And that is a little undercooked. Roberto Carlos serves up a cross. Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and width can be a nightmare to defend against.
It's their second corner of the game. Ferdinand with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Hernes. Oh, this is a very good run. Big chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Hernes plays it short. Takes the shot! Super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Into the lead once more. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And the shot! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Hernes, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Vieira. Nicely weighted ball. And he's in on goal! Shot at goal! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Lazio take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic making good progress on the right-hand side. And it's Kaka. Rummenigge.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Teremos
He has found a
3
way
minutos
through.
de acréscimo.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. Nicely shaped ball. Bergomi makes the interception. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 9. Camisa 17.
That gets things going for the second half.
Deixando o campo
Botafogo
para
really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Can he get it through? Seedorf going full tilt down the left. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hoeneß. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Botafogo come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Seedorf is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's got the beating of his man.
Great chance!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Camisa 14. Camisa 19. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 24.
Pele does really well to win the ball there.
Camisa 4.
Lazio appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. That's a lovely, neat pass. Just eases him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Hazard.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the pass is intercepted. Muscular approach does pay off here. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Bale. Can he finish? Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Substituição.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Goes for a shot! He scores! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Teremos uma substituição.
Lazio making another change here. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Lazio have their third corner. Nedved goes short. He is through here. Takes aim and crosses. And he's there to clear it. Vieira cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Love, he gets big! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Not gone well. Tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Bale. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's having a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lahm looking to play him in. Pele providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, such a clever touch.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Lahm with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
And it's Lahm. Lahm goes on a charge down the left. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Bullet dominates aerially so often. Oh, well played. Rafael Leao.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's lofted through here. And this is Bale. Can he finish? Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas. And that is that. Botafogo have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Botafogo leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.